Hello friends, this is ASMR done old school. My name is Jess and we're going to be working on parts of speech. I used to be an English teacher way back in the day. I taught high school English for 7 years and I used to teach this a lot. And so, if you're a little rusty or would like to learn this, this is a great refresher. And I have these beautiful colored pens here. And Max is going to be helping me today. He's such a good helper. Every time that I shoot a video, he can't not be in it. And he really likes to help with schoolwork. So, the directions go. Read each sentence. The word in italics is your target. On the line, write what part of speech it is. Noun, verb, adjective, adverb, pronoun, conjunction, preposition, interjection. So as we go through each sentence, we're going to look at the italicized word, I should say, and see what it is. And I will explain each to you and what it is if you don't know. So let's get started. And I'll just randomly pick colors. Okay. So one of my first ASMR experience, close my eyes, okay. My first ASMR experience, I was in 7th grade English class. And not to give away how old I am, but my teacher was on the overhead projector. And she was filling out a sheet very similar to this. And she was picking colors just like this. And I got it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is the best feeling in the world. And I kind of wanted to recreate this. So here we go. So in the first one, the cat jumped over the fence. And since it's hard to read sometimes, I'm going to underline our word. Okay. So the cat jumped over the fence. Here, jumped is an action word. Do you remember what part of speech is an action word? If you said verb, you are correct. Let's write that down right here. So we'll go. Verbs create action in a sentence. Next color. I'm going to put this off to the side. I'm going to close my eyes again. Put these a little bit farther into the camera now. Okay, we got red this time. Next one. She wore a blue dress to the party. If you can't see very well, I'm going to underline this. The word is blue. So she wore a blue dress to the party. Now, blue is a description word, and it is describing the dress. Now, anytime that you have a description word that describes something that is a person, place, or thing, or idea, that is a what? If you said adjective, you are correct. Now I'm trying to do this with the camera thing here. So just if my handwriting's a little bit weird. So adjectives describe nouns. Dress is a noun, and we'll get to that in a little bit, okay? Okay. Next one. Next color, we're going with orange. Okay, next one. I will meet you after lunch. After's our word. And I always remember these types of words by saying these are like directional words. They show where things are or how things are. Do you know what this happens to be? It's a preposition. Preposition. Next one. I'm gonna do this pretty green right here. Okay. Our next sentence. Wow, that was amazing. Wow is our word. Do you remember what part of speech that is like wow or like yay? Words that just kind of like jump out at you. That's an interjection. So we're gonna put that there. Okay, that was the worst N I've ever seen. There we go. Okay, next one. Okay, I moved everything down now so we can see the rest. Okay, so the next sentence, he kicked the ball with his foot. Let's get another color. We did 2 greens in a row. I can't have that. Let's do blue. So the word here, I know it's hard to tell, but it's foot. Okay. Now this is a thing, right? And we know a person, place, thing, or idea is a what? That's right, it's a noun. Good job. Let's do pink. They walked quickly down the street. Quickly is our word. And it describes how they walked. So it's not describing a noun. It's describing an action. Do you know what part of speech that is? It's an adverb. So adjectives describe nouns and adverbs describe verbs. Let's do black. We love going to the lake on weekends. We is our word. Okay, we love going to the lake on weekends. We takes the place of whatever names that they were going to list. So we could be your name, my name, grandma, grandpa, mom and dad. Could be talking about 2 kids, whoever. We takes the place of whatever person they were talking about. Do you know what word takes the place of a noun? That's right, it's a pronoun. Good job. Okay, let's do green. Okay. I wanted pizza, but we had salad instead. Now, what is a word that joins two parts of a sentence together? Now, I don't want to get into it, but these are actually called two independent clauses, and this joins them together. What are our joiner words? Do you remember? This is called a conjunction. And I always call them like the linker, the joiner words. They're like little links. If this was a train, this is the little link that holds the cars together. And other words are like and, nor, yet, so. There's a whole handful of them. Okay, last two. Let's do below. The gift was hidden under the table. Okay, this is a repeat. Okay. Which this is showing direction, where it's at. Do you remember which one is a direction word? Preposition. Okay. Oh, and the last one is so tricky, okay? They always got to put a tricky one in there. Okay, running is good for your health. Now take a look at that. You would think running is a verb because it's an action, right? But the way they're using it here, it's not actually an action. They're discussing it as like running in general, like a thing. So it's actually a noun. That's crazy, huh? There's words that can be used as different parts of speech. In this case, running is like a sport, so it's a thing. Just like soccer is a thing and tennis is a thing, running is a noun in this case, even though it can be used as a verb too. We didn't use yellow. Oh no. You know what? We'll use it here. We'll put A+. There you go. Okay. Good job. If you did really well, awesome. If you were struggling, that's really cool too, because you know what? A lot of times they don't teach this very well in school, or it may have just been a very long time since you've seen this, and to be honest, it's just like clearing out cobwebs sometimes, and if you're not using it all the time, you kind of lose it. So you can watch this again. I'm planning on doing more of these and more grammar related stuff because I might as well use my degree at some point. So thank you very much for sticking around today. I hope you learned something, and I will see you later. I love you all so much. Thank you. Goodbye.